Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade on Friday, and that led to riots all over the country, which you probably haven't read about because they weren't committed by law-abiding middle-aged Trump voters. But they happened. In Phoenix, a mob tried to storm the state capitol as the legislature was in session. So you have to wonder why so many people are so angry when, of course, ending Roe v. Wade doesn't end legal abortion. It merely lets voters decide what they want, which is, after all, democracy. So why is everyone so mad? Well, Eddie Scarry has spent a year thinking about why the left is so unhappy. He's the author of a new book called Liberal Misery, a columnist with The Federalist, and our next guest. Eddie, thanks for joining us. So they seem very unhappy. That's kind of the bottom line when I watch their behavior. Are they?
Yes, I think what we're looking at is the way liberals and Democrats are going to behave from now on. When they don't get their way, they're going to rage, they're going to threaten, they may even commit actual political violence, as we've seen. We saw it all through 2020. And honestly, as I write in my book, Liberal Misery, this is just a bigger version of the way liberals behave in their everyday life. This is backed up by all sorts of surveys and studies and data that liberals are just really unhappy people, and they want to spread their misery. They want you to feel exactly how unhappy they are when things aren't going their way. They're more likely than conservatives and independents to block people on social media just because they don't like something you said. They will erupt at a social gathering at a perfect stranger. They do this to their family, their friends. They're angry, vindictive, petty. And again, all of this is backed up by data. They just naturally tend to be unhappy people.
Higher rates of mental illness, much less likely to tip 20%, much more likely to send the food back and bark at the waiter. Is there any guess as to where this comes from? It seems like they're mad at Dad, but is there another reason?
I think that's above my pay grade, but I will say that, again, there's a lot of data that backs this up. The problem is it would be one thing if they lived this way on their own and they just kind of kept to themselves, and I think that they kind of used to contain some of that rage and anger. But no, nowadays it affects everyone. Every one of your viewers, I would bet money, has experienced the extreme discomfort that one of these miserable liberals can inflict on everyone at a party, that just suddenly everyone gets uncomfortable because there's a disagreement, a political disagreement. But that's all in my book, Liberal Misery.
Yes. It's a great point. And it raises questions about pharma. If Xanax works, why are they screaming? But that's for another show. Eddie Scarry, congrats on the book. Good to see you.
Thank you.